Hmm. Okay, that could be an issue. Okay, but not if I do it like this. Oh, okay. So that's all right. That is fun to see the recursion there. Hello, everyone. Hello. I don't really know how to pop out the chat, so I'm gonna do that first. Pop out chat. Okay, cool. That way I'll be able to see you guys while I'm in the other window. Okay, because I should have done this with. Hold on. First of all, let me make sure. Okay, it's not showing my actual face. So what's going on there? The sound's coming through. Yes. Where's the? Oh, yeah. There we go. Oh, oops. Okay. Edit and customization. Nope. Okay. Hide. Oh, no, I do. Okay. So in the chat, let me know if you can see me. I don't really care that much, and I'm gonna stop to do it. I didn't do this with. Yeah, I can only show the screen. I think the way I'm doing it now. So, oh yeah, let me pull. Hey, what's up, Aaron? How's it going? Five Horizons. Good to see you guys. The Saber Sim screen, and I'll. You know what? I'll. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. So I think it's sharing. I've. Oh yeah. First of all, you're good enough. You're strong enough, and gosh darn it, someone's got to win that money. This is September 8th, the first day of the NFL season, and yesterday I was just playing around. Um, and yeah, thank you so much to Dan Brown, our resident college football guy, giving out amazing advice because he said, "Hey, why don't you guys think about playing Kay Johnson?" And I don't know if you watched that game; he was incredible as out of the backfield. So that was really dope and won me. Yeah, I'm free rolling this weekend. I mean, I'm free rolling for a while now, so that'll be nice. Thank goodness for Underdog putting way too good competition. So yeah, this morning, I don't know if you saw it. Yeah, so you can't miss it. Ty is going to play. Um, that's the news we got. I'm going to assume he's fine, and if anything, motivated, and not change anything about my projections. It's very similar to Scotty Scheffler, and I've got a lot to say about why he's, how they were treated differently. You might have seen Tyreek got thrown to the ground. Scotty got to throw the cop around a little bit. I mean, in the cops telling of things. Is sharing a window. Okay, hopefully it's sharing this window. Yeah. Okay. So, all right, enough. Oh yeah, we get inactives. Let me see. I just came across my phone. Jamar officially active, expected to be limited. Fine. You saw Dak got his deal, so Dak will obviously be full go, but he wasn't holding out anyway. Inactives. I don't think we were really waiting on anybody else, so I'll just get into the build. I am in several of these tournaments. I was just making sure they're all properly sorted first before I get on to the video. I'm doing them all separately. In the current version of SaberSim, you don't have to do them all separately. I just don't. I didn't like the results on Thursday when I used the beta without more careful supervision. So today we're doing extremely careful supervision because I got $2,000 on the line. Okay, so starting off with the $100 milli, we have simmed that here. Let me make sure we got the most recent data. Where does it even show that anymore? Come on, dude. I don't see where the most recent, where the information is about when this stuff was updated. But maybe if I here. Okay, well, we'll just keep going then. Exposure, yep, that's fine. In the milli, I've got, let's see, yeah, in the 100K. Yep, I love these guys. These are absolutely the best plays today. So now Olave, I'm 50-50 on. Mostly game script wise, I don't think he's going to get that much work receiving in this game. So I'm fine to cut Olave to 50% of my 100x millis. Yosivas, Yossi if you, I mean, you don't need a Chase is limited, and so what does that even mean? First of all, what it means is I'm not playing any Chase, right? Am I 100K? Good. Yeah, I was about to say I don't want to be playing any Chase. He's fine in bigger tournaments, with arrows going around to see the time step here, or oh, huh, yeah. Well, regardless, these are pretty good projections. I mean, you can upper left arrows. Well, oh, no, not the slate time stamp. I mean, like by contest favorites 100K. Hmm. By contest. Yeah. Left of the contest. Oh, yeah. I see. Love it. Thank you. I need that. So it's when you hover over, it says last updated 7:51. So let's go ahead and bum 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 bum. Let's refresh that because 7:51 is too long ago. And plus, if I refresh it now, well, first of all, I guess I'll talk about okay. Last updated 8:31. Awesome. We got the inactives in there. I just want to make sure we got the most recent inactives in there. So now when I build all these things and save all of it to millionaires and millionaires and millionaires, it's the correct data, and I ran the sims and everything correctly. Okay. That probably does mean I need to rerun some of the projections, but I think everybody were any of these a surprise? I mean, were we projecting T to have anything? I don't think so. Yeah, he was already out. So I mean, I guess that's one thing we can look at. Let's look at Cincinnati a little bit in that wide receiver room, because I mean, obviously, we're going to have a ton of US. Oh, only 50%. I might have to. I want that to be more. I think he's the obvious best play on the slate, and in the $100, I want to be at least 3 of my 4. I want to have. Hold on though. This is wide receiver. If I go to all, I think he was 75%. Yeah. So that means make sure when you're doing your percentages and stuff that you realize if you've hashed it by wide receiver and it tells you got 50% Yosivas, that doesn't include your flex Yosivas, right? Okay. So just a reminder. I was in here though because beyond Yosivas, I want to see where we're going for Burton. I think Burton's a fun play today. Okay, he's not popping. What are they projecting Burton for? Burton. That's not right. So I don't think. I mean, I guess I need to know if he's active for sure. Well, I mean, yeah, right. I think he's active. Okay. Oh, right. Also, I should say to the people who follow me that I'm doing this. So sorry, guys. I need to go and click share, copy, and let people know that I'm doing this. Guys, unless you're in my Twitter or whatever, or follow me, I guess there are a lot of you who are subscribers. Thank you, by the way. I really appreciate that. And it's fun to have this community. Make sure to join the Discord. Okay, what's going on? I don't need to see that. Building 351 lineups live, FYI. Okay, boom, boom. So hopefully that worked. Yeah, okay, nice. So now back over here to actually doing it. Kind of spinning my wheels to make sure we get the most. I don't want to build 351 lineups and then there's like, oh, big update, on whatever. It's a little harder to sort by. Let me see. Sometimes when I reload the entire page, I get the some of my JavaScript plugins, like reload or whatever. And I think there it is. That's what's going on. So I couldn't hash by Cincinnati receivers. Yeah. So do we get another update yet? No, not yet. So there's not really more stuff that happened, right? It was all basically as expected, even the weird stuff. So Cincinnati wide receivers. I didn't forget anybody. We need to change this. So expected to be limited is what we got for Jamar Chase. So expected to be limited 10, 12. I mean, like we're not expecting him to get his full run. That means Wide receiver one is Yosivas. I mean, he's an incredible play today. There's no doubt about it. You can play him if you want to in 100% of your $100 lineups. And whatever it says, I think 80, 85, 90% is fine in the large field. Just nobody else who's going to be out there every single play at min price in a team that passes a lot against. Well, so I guess the one thing you could say is Belichick is not there anymore, right? New England might scheme out Yosivas, and that would be easy because he's not very good, right? So, but regardless, we must include somebody else here. So, like, okay, yeah. Okay, so I've got a filter in the background now of ownership has to be more than one. So I think it's definitely going to start pulling up on Irwin, and I think it's going to start pulling up on Burton. They've got Charlie Jones ahead of Burton here. That's interesting. Why is Charlie Jones ahead of Burton? Well, I mean, just in terms of like rankings on the year, I know in best ball you were more likely to get to Burton than you were to get to Charlie Jones. So I find that a little bit curious. Okay. So not sure what's going on with the extra wide receivers here. I do think being 100% Yosivas in any circumstance is fine. I do think after you've done your projections again, you rebuild the entire thing and you run the contest sims again, right? So we're going to do that in a second once we've made sure we have everybody we want. This is the $100, so we're being quarterback. Oh, from Cincinnati. I was like, what's going on here? Why do I have nobody? I don't think I don't really want to jam a Burrow stack because I don't think they're going to be playing from ahead or from behind. You can, if you want to go to a Daniel stack. Obviously, this is only in the $100. Yeah, Fields is going to be an amazing play. I assume if you sort quarterbacks by value, you would get Fields. But this is not. I mean, I'm doing GPP builds only today. I don't love cash at all because that's just not a thing. You've heard me say it 1,000 times. You don't find the thing which is the best average score at the end of the cash day, right? You find out the one that happened. So since we're going to find out a random one that happened anyway, I want to maximize my upset to the crazy. You guys, if you're doing cash, that's fine. You know your situation. But most of my comments today, the reason you're not going to hear a lot of talk about Justin Fields, although should I have him in the pool? Let's definitely make sure he's in the $5 pool. He will be in the $5 pool. Let's quickly go and double check that since we're still in the letting projections update because I want to give him 10 minutes to kind of process, to rerun all their game sims with the current chase situation and change ownerships and stuff. Yeah, they haven't done that yet. Okay, so over in the $5, Justin Fields. Yeah, he's in the pool. He's in the lineups. Yeah, so it's a difference of the way you play different contests. So that's the best part about the new SaberSim. If you're using it, great. If you didn't have a method that you needed to apply, perfect. It's already automatically doing the best thing for your contest if you upload your contest. However, I'm going to custom do it today. You know, I was building all year long. I was building CSVs custom anyway. So I'm just very familiar with doing that. So I'm going to build these different tranches and patch the tranches together at the end. But I don't want to build any of them until we get a good set of all of those things. There we go. Something just happened. Something just massively re-ranked. So yeah, okay, let's and now we're down to much less Yosivas. I don't like that. Okay, again, somebody was talking about this. We talked about it in the Discord, but don't do any a priori limits. A priori limits really mess up SaberSim when they're building. And why are we still getting actives? This should have been out 10 minutes ago, guys. Come on. But yes, Antonio Gibson is active. Thank goodness he's in all my best ball lineups. Okay. So let's give. I got to have better Cincinnati projections before I can even run any reasonable sim. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to sim everything. Oh, yeah, let me show you in the settings what we're doing today. Some of you mostly, like, I guess my best penetration of my brand is on showdowns. So at the beginning of every classic video, I need to be very clear. Don't worry about dupes. Don't worry about dupes today. That's not what we're doing. That's for the millie tonight or yesterday or tomorrow. For all the showdown millies, that's when you leave money on the table. Don't need to do it unless it's like a 2 or 3 gamer and like everybody's forced in. That's for when you have a small amount of choice. But when you have a large amount of choice, there's just too many. You got to look how many slots there are in a classic lineup. There's a zillion slots. Do not worry about, number one, individual ownership, and number two, leaving money on the table. Leave a little bit of money on the table to allow yourself wiggle room, because today we have Yossi Boss. So honestly, 49.7 is a little permissive for me. Normally I would go 49.8, but I'm allowing it to be a bit permissive. Okay, so these are my, contest sim settings. Just to show you, I have set up the $5, the $100, the mini max, the $3, and for all my single entries, I am approximating them as the $12, because the $12 is my favorite, and I entered 2 of them, and so by dollars, it's the most of the single entries. Really, I should just, oh, look at that. So I'm running too many contest sims. This is the $5. So a good time to just go through and make sure all your contests are properly checked for your various things. I thought it might be doing a little extra. It's not really a problem. And like you'll see in the beta, it just calculates everything anyway. I bet I'm not saving this every time I click, and it's just going to reset it anyway. Okay, hold on. Let me give a refresh. I need to start giving you guys information, show you how things are going. Also, though, like I'm just doing this because I was going to be building anyway. And, I'm about to lose. Uh-oh. My chess app informs me that I've only been doing DFS for like 2 days. Come on, can't tell me I can't log in. What? Continue with Google. Continue. Log me in. You guys can see me make a chess move. Is this not how I've been playing? Yes, it is. 33 minutes. Okay, fair. So I had to do it. You guys saw that I had to do it. Was I setting something up here? Yeah, I was. It was pretty clever. I take and a take. Yeah, he doesn't have an idea what to do yet, so I'll just move. Okay, sweet. Okay, all right. Sorry about that, guys. 33 minutes, man. I was going to lose that chess game. I mean, I have a power position in both of those. Okay. I was in the Minimax, making sure that my Minimax is running the Minimax only. It's okay. It's just extra information, honestly, because eventually you have to make sure you're sorting properly, right? You go to Minimax, you're sorting by ROI, you're checking, you're making sure you've got good ROI lineups at the top. It has to be part of your process. Don't get, rushed or anything. Okay, so 831. Have you digested anything more, SaberSim? It's digesting. It's digesting. No, it's not digesting. It's not doing anything. Don't want to do this again. I already, by the way, I just did my FanDuel stuff last night, so we'll see if that matters at all. I don't think they would have updated. I mean, Tyreek, I assume, is still projected to be the best play on the slate. He should be. He's still the best play on the slate. In terms of points. I mean, not in terms of, like, should you play a zillion of him? No. Yeah, good question there. I did for the entire year, Paul. I was using don't sort by proj, I would say. Not ROI. The other thing to do if you don't have the paying a zillion dollars version, I wouldn't do projected score. I would do Saber score. So they built Saber score first, and it basically is like 85, 90% of what ROI is, even though they wouldn't say that. I will say that. So basically, whatever that remaining 12, 15% is worth it for your spend to be $300, then that's when you move on to ROI. But it's not important. 10:30. Oh yeah, it's I think 1031 versus 831 is just hey, there we go. 846. We got new ownerships. But yeah, so I am building on Pacific time, I should say. So it's not just a very old version of the app, just so you know. Okay, let's see how many. I don't actually know. Oh, nice. A few people here, a few likes. Oh, 7 people. Nice. Very good. Every time I check on it, though, I just, it pops up to, I should put this on live chat so I can see even the randos and bots that you guys might be seeing. Okay. Okay, good. No bots. All right. So, do another refresh just to see. Come on, let's learn. Let's do it. I don't want to do this more than once. It's a big thing. Okay. All right. 831 still. I don't love that. When I go to Cincinnati, greater than 1. Okay. So I think people will start getting on Irwin. Because, I mean, Higgins is out too, right? I mean, like, this is a team that passes the ball. I got to put him at, like, 8. And I guess that's the issue is they're playing New England and like is New England gonna do anything anyway? Yeah, this is definitely huh. Yes, I do not limit stack types. Let's look at stack exposure. Number one, beginning of the season. Number two, um, that's part of why I use SaberSim in the first place is to get a reasonable distribution of stack types. So, for instance, if I looked at all the no QB stacks, I don't think these are going to be BS lineups. If I go to the pool of no QB stacks, Josh Allen, we all know he gets there as a solo guy. Richardson, they're running quarterbacks, right? So I'm reasonably convinced that SaberSim is doing smart stacking. So I don't really dig down into stacking that much. I let them handle. Let SaberSim take the wheel on the stacking, and generally, I mean, I observe that they do stack a lot. However, not as I've seen not as much. Oh yeah, right. This is the 100. So I would guess you would see not as much. Yeah, a QB plus one for every single one. Whereas if I go to the five, I would expect to see more stacking because you would have to have a pop off game more likely to win. So let's just double check. QB plus two is now 25%. So much deeper. QB plus three is higher. Run backs are more popular. So that's why I mean like they're just doing well in the background. This is literally the number one thing I use SaberSim for. This and making sure that I don't correlate my BS guys. You know what I mean? Like so beyond the stacks, I want to make sure number one that I'm combining my stacks in ways that are unique, but also that when I have money left over, I'm not just doing the same thing with that every time. You know what I mean? So those are the two things that I would say I never double check SaberSim's work because they do it so well, are choosing among the stack types and making sure that my background dudes that are uncorrelated are actually in my 300 set uncorrelated. So that's where I just set it, forget it, no messing around from me. They're great at that. So yeah, I mean, smaller slates, you can maybe play around and force bigger stacks if you want to. A little bit low, I would say, on the. So I would say they're a little low on the run backs, but I remember last year it was basically disproven that like having a run back is just not important anymore in the NFL. Last year there were a lot more blowouts. Teams play their guys late into the third quarter, early fourth quarter in blowouts. So you saw last year a lot of QB twos, threes, even without a run back getting there. And I think I remember it was 10 to 4 that you want to run back, and that's what they got in the pool. So it just seems like they're running it right. Um, okay. So, oh right, no, I don't need to. I have purposely not loaded the contest so as not to confuse myself and you. Okay. All right. So let's go and rerun it. I think I will give it one more refresh, and we'll just have to take what we take because it's been 20 minutes and this is going to make terrible. Actually, yeah, let me think about this. I have to end it by 15 after, or nobody will be able to watch it on regular time. Do I care about that? No, I'm doing this live for a reason. So hopefully you are all enjoying it. Let's see what we got. Nice. Double digits, dudes. Do I have any more information here? No, yeah. It's saying no video there. I don't know how to click on something there and say, like, show my video. Mute. What's the opposite of mute? Yeah, whatever. I'll stop messing with that. First time I've ever gone live, by the way. So, welcome to the very first thing, and thus why it's not so good. Okay. 8:31. I guess we're not going to get another one. I don't. It feels like Edge then. If they're going to be really late on this, and everybody's going to be really late on this, I feel like it's probably Edge then to include. He's not mid price. Okay, now I see it. You're already paying for a bit of his upside, whereas with Charlie, you're not paying for a bit of his upside. Okay, how about this? Next one of Charlie Jones and Trenton Irwin. I like that. So I'm gonna get both of those guys to like be in an okay choice. After I like Jones, Cincinnati. Just make sure that there's like positive buzz on this guy at all. Why? Wow. Okay. Yeah. What does Sports Illustrated have to say about Charlie Jones? Why is he in this article? Walking to the practice field. Okay. It's a picture of him. All right. That's, I mean, I understand why that top's the top. Triple threat roll. Okay. Okay. So Charlie Jones is not out of nowhere. Might play, but like, oh, right. Sorry. These are not plays for the 100. These are plays for the $5 and mini max and stuff. These are way too cute for the 100 in my opinion. Yossi Voss is all you need for this team, and then yeah. So I need to go over. Oh, right. Okay. I'll make the changes here. Oh, but I've already made the changes. So if I just save it, yeah, that's fine. Download. Because the projections will change. Well, does it change my activation of the player or not beyond the projections? So then I would just go to the $5 and upload the new projections. But then it won't be the live projections anymore. It'll be my projections. Well, we'll have to risk it. We'll have to risk it. That's all we got. Boop, boop. You know what? No, we don't have to risk it. I don't like that trade-off. I want to keep the live projections in here, even if it means that I have to go 3 or 4 times and click Cincinnati and change the dude's projections. So that's what I'm going to do instead. Man, I hate it when it moves columns like this. It just completely messes with my mind. I don't understand why columns randomly reorder. Chilling out, wide receiver, Cincinnati, Yossi Voss. Yeah, okay. Right. So we cannot. That's absurd. They're really still. You just can't project Lamar. I don't think you can project Chase that high. He was a little lower at like 8. He was already good, but that was great. But gets it. Okay. But this is the $5. We need to include these. They will be owned. That's wrong. Maybe not 1%, but I'm just getting around the filter that I have built in. And then we are going to add the rule. Cincy wide receiver 3. And the group is no more than one of Irwin and Jones. Now, if you want to, Irwin and Jones, save. Now, if you want to, you can include Burton on this list. I just didn't because I don't think he's a good enough value anyway. Like, he's obviously got tremendous upside. If he has a smash game, I'm already just going to be so excited. I have a ton of him in best ball. But for now, yeah, that's what we've got to do. We've got to add this max 1 Cincinnati wide receiver 3 rule and boost those guys because they're fine. And then limit them because we don't want to go crazy. So Irwin, like I don't want more than a smidge. So yeah, 15%. I don't want that. 10%. 10% is going to be massively over the field, but it's absolutely the right move. And it's that, I mean, like I've just been hitting update projections a lot because don't they have to update this projection? I don't know. So, okay. Now I will build this one because I think, 8:57. Let me give it, it's been 10 minutes. Maybe if I refresh, they will say a different number now. 8:31 feels. Oh, I can check in the Discord. If you don't know this, in the Saberson Discord, you can go here to see if they're rerunning any sims. Okay, so they've lowered their projection on Darius Davis is all they did in that 8:28 change. So that wasn't the one you might have been thinking it was. But I think I agree with them. Nothing's running. And the reason, wow, first of all, incredible, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dudes online. Incredible chat response at this most important time of year. But there's nothing left to do, right? I mean, like, they're happy with what they've got here for Cincinnati. I think you got to just. Oh, yeah. And I want to limit my chase. I don't want to be over the field. I'll be like a smidge over the field max. Just in case they're lying and he's mad. I don't know. I guess that's the. Okay. Now I do this on the Minimax. I don't think I'll do it on the $3. I think for the $3 and SE, I will not go as crazy as I am with the $5 and Minimax. I'll stick with fully Saber Sim projections. So let me do that. So for the Minimax, congratulations. I have chosen you for Crazy Idea. Go over here. Yeah, and you should always be A/B testing. I used to do this more formulaically in the early videos, but after you do a lot of A/B testing, well, you run out of stuff to test for a little while. So we have been mostly just exploiting advantages rather than exploring what we should add. Okay, so where's our projections? But it is definitely exploring season. Irwin, Charlie Jones, yes. 1.1. 1.1. So our thought is that Charlie Jones will be used a little bit, that kind of gimmick role, or what are we calling that? Gadget. So I expect to see Charlie a little bit in those gadget game types. Okay, let me make sure my settings are all right for the Minimax. For a while there, I had the wrong. Yep, everything looks good. 49.8. Yeah, right. I'm being tighter with tight ends and tighter with salary in the mini. Okay. All right, and limit this to not being too cute and not sullying the lineup field with a zillion of these. But we are allowing, as a result of this weird situation, Burrow. Yeah, Burrow's allowed. Okay, just making sure. Got to have Burrow stacks if you're allowing. And yeah, we're not waiting on anything. Click it for ticket. We'll run the let's run the smallest field one first. It does. I think I've changed the ownerships. That's frustrating. Why would it? Okay, thank you. It's like, man, just wait a few minutes. Sometimes it's having trouble switching between the 1,000 different things you did. Okay, so now I am going to, for my 100K, for my $100 one, 49.8, yes. It's a tiny field one, yes. It's 20 max-ish. But anyway, I'm going to contest sim it specifically. Okay, so rebuilding. Let's do it. Updated ownerships, updated projections. Here we go. Okay, so yeah, this looks pretty good. Ton of it just reran all of the sims, so lucky me. Thank you so much. And you'll see, like on the last one, it took them 7 minutes to run the sims. It's possible we don't get this update because, oh yeah, I want to see what they do. But at the same time, what am I going to do about this? Which ones did they rerun? Does it include Cincinnati? Because if not, I don't care. Yeah, it does. All right, let's just sit here and wait for the sim bot. It looks like they're doing it every half hour, right? But anyway, I am curious where they wind up on some of the most important questions of the day. So let's chill here for a second until they give us the answers. So the way you do it is you click run. First of all, look, it's sorting by Saber score first. Number 1, that's totally good. If you're on the plan that I was a month ago, that's perfect. But I won the contest sims and subsequently a bunch more money with contest sims. So anyway, yeah, keep an eye out for, yeah, either way is fine. It's like a 15% difference, so you just work out the math as to whether or not 15% of however much you win on an average month is going to pay off $300 of SaberSim. If so, yes. If not, then you don't do. If it isn't worth it, you don't do this step, and you're already done. But I do this step because, fine, I'm paying for it now. Let's see, we got. Have you ever left California? Oh yeah, fair enough. No, I've not. I try not to make a habit out of leaving California. That's definitely a fair criticism. I'm not going to be able to give you the non-West Coast perspective. I really, really, really like being able to make my DraftKings lineups at this time of day, and I'm never going to change. Okay. 400 entries? Yeah, I guess that's right, because it's like 300, a few dupes. Yeah, a couple of satties. Okay. I'll just enter my little 40 max, like whatever the those ones are. We'll go in though. Okay, so here we are. Let's save it. NFL Week 1. Oh, you guys can't see what I'm doing. I'm making my what's it called, my over my big spreadsheet, so that in the background I can be finishing building my lineups because this is going to be a little bit of a crunch here. Now that I got to wait 3 more minutes on this and then click a zillion things, but I'm confident. I'm still doing. One of the reasons I'm still using vanilla is that I won all that money using risk-adjusted ROI. I still like it. And I mean, I built, so you can build a custom metric. That's what you're supposed to do in the beta. That's what I did do. And if you look at it, like it kind of tracks, right? Where's my little, no, okay. So it only works in the beta because it needs access to whatever the little like temporary variables are that are only in the beta. So sometimes you'll see that when you switch between them. I'm probably going to make sure you late swap in the version you built in. So that'll cause it could, and has in the past, cause problems to late swap in ones that you, oh yeah, this is nice. I like these. Yeah, we're just going to start off with these. If we look across all dudes, 100% Kamara, 100% Yoshibas, 100% Bears D. Yeah, we got to do that. We got to do 100% Bears D. I don't know if we're going to do 100% Bears D. I just don't like being that exposed to one defense. I'm not really feeling 100% Rachaad White either. Like I'm pretty sure that he's good in that role, and Washington's bad, and he'll get work. But I don't want to be 100%. I won't be $400. I'll be $300. 100% Yosivas. The rest of this is great. Kenneth Walker, Rasheed White, Alvin Kamara, fine. I even expect Drake London to get pretty good work. Tough to parse out the Madden Sims, though. I gotta say, tough to parse out the Madden Sims from that. But yeah, man, I like this. I like this set of lineups. I like Joshua Palmer all day. He's more of a FanDuel play because he's min-price on FanDuel, which is a clear miss. He's the wide receiver 1 on a team that passes a lot. A little bit of Tyreek. Yeah, I love to see it. Jalen Waddle outside of stacks and inside of stacks. Yeah, this is great. All right. So we download them. And as we are happy, yeah, Jatavion Sanders. I don't know if you saw that. That's super sharp. Love that. Love Jatavion Sanders in there. So he's a $2,900 or $2,500 starting tight end today. So not a lot of people are going to be there. That's really, really clever. I like that, Saberson. Thank you. So those 4, since they're 4 beautiful lineups, let me put them in some small field tournaments too. What do I think? Like the 3 max and these ones. Yeah, that'll be fine. Yep. Let's do it twice. Okay. Fine. And like on a bunch of like the Champions League. Sure. Okay. So that's where I'll put those $100 ones. All right. Now back to the actual build for the 5. Let's make sure we're using the. Hey, there we go. No changes. Ah, you got me. I thought you were gonna need changes. All right. All right. So on to the $5. Where I'm pretty sure we ran this. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think this is still sorted. All right. I'm going to run it again. Just wait. No. What am I going to do? Run it again just to be sure? Yeah. I think I have to. Can I see when this last ran? No. Yeah, I don't think it says that. So I'm going to. No, right. I can tell. Because of my Cincinnati exposure. If it has those guys 10%, it doesn't. So that means, were they in the pool? They're still, yeah, if they weren't in the pool, I want them to be in the pool. So they were not in the pool. So got to run it again. Rebuild. That's the whole point of it. Oh, yeah. Settings, 300. Wait. Yeah, this is the $300. We're being loose with tight ends. Loose with tight ends should. Let's double check that it includes that guy that we're just thinking about, because I really like that play now that I saw it one time. Jatavion Sanders. I love Jatavion today. He's good at catching the ball and is too cheap. So no limits on him. Mont's fine in this similar situation. Okay. But yeah, that's fine for these 150 rebuild. Okay, now let's go over to the $3. Make sure we've got everything set up in the 20 max builds. 20 max, I'm not going to go crazy on Cincinnati depth wide receivers. We decided earlier. As a way to stay sane today, we're going to keep our 20 max. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, we can't hit rebuild though, right? Oh yeah, we don't want to build just 20. Now we did two 20 maxes, so we're doing 40. And we're not doing the crazy wide receiver rule, but we are doing Jatavion Sanders. Just make sure. Oh no, got to click your Jatavion Sanders. Oh, yeah, he's got to be in the pool. Love that player today. He is a fine single entry, $3 anything. He's right up there with Yosivas for me, because like I don't know if you've seen the Carolina quarterback, not very good. So nice. Yeah. Okay, we lost a number of people as I was just looking at the spreadsheets that were off screen. Also, yeah, no, it's not overlaying the video, and I don't know how to change that. Okay. Let's see. I just getting some text updates. Don't care about any of that. Don't care about any of that. Okay. Right. I have not rerun this. This is probably pretty easy and not that big of a build. So for a single entry, I don't want to have 49.6. I want to go 49.8. And what else? What else? What else? Oh yeah, I wanted to make sure Jatavion is in the field. Gotta be. Gesicki too, huh? What's that gonna tell? Yeah, Gesicki too. They might, not for this one. That's a clever little one. Okay, so now we will run the 12 entries, and we go back to the $5, and we do the contest sims on that. This is another advantage of using the beta, is that you would be able to do all this in parallel. So if time runs short, I'll just switch to beta and upload my contests and say, SaberSim, take the wheel. Ideally, I would not do that. Enough Yosivas. 95%. Okay, that might be enough. I think enough. That's maybe too much. What do I think? If he's at 26%, I think I could justify up to 78%. I mean, I don't know. The dude loves him too. Like, okay. Oh, it says I can rebuild lineups. That means I can go over here and I can rebuild my mini-max lineups. What it means is that the $12 one finished running. Yep. I got everything we want. Set the way we want. Rebuild. Then I got to do the $3, and then we will have a whole fresh set of lineups in every single bin. Oh man, it's a lot of work, huh? I forgot that this was like a whole work day's worth of work. And then watching it is just a whole work day's worth of like getting your heart ripped out. Hopefully with 351 lineups, we can have one good lineup. Oh, one please. The answer is not always yes to the question. Okay. Now see if it's like either or with Yosivas and Rashad White. I don't want to be more than 50% on any of these big running backs. On the $5, yeah. I'll be fine with having a bunch. Yeah, 50%. 50% of any of them is fine. It's getting a little rich, but fine. Oh, no, that's not too high. Okay, cool. Downloading. The $5 is set. Not gonna get too cute. I think mostly that looks good. So putting my 150 from the $5 into the $5, and we're done. Okay, now we go over here to the mini max, which we had just run the contest. No, first we're gonna build. Oh, when you hover over it, it tells you when the lineups are built. How about that, guys? How about that? Some weird wild stuff. So we can do our $3. And then we go back to the mini-max. We rank the mini-max. Got to do the mini-max, of course, if you're on SaberSim. Get that free month in a few months, plus the money. You get a free whatever this week, and then, yeah. Just run it again. It's a free pullover or hoodie or whatever. It's not really hoodie season. I'll probably give it away, but you get a lot of swag. And over the course of the year, a lot of good stuff. I saw a Yeti cooler. Kind of hoping for the Yeti cooler. I saw that. I like getting swag from SaberSim. And they do not sponsor the show, though, so love to get you guys. Kenneth Walker is Amir White or Rashad White. All great choices. I mean, like, I'm going to have a lot of all of those guys. Looks like on DraftKings, I'm not getting to as much as Zamir, but I got to a ton of Zamir on other platforms. He's fine. People are really underrating him. Oh, what I'm thinking of is that I got 1.5x to 1 with vulture protection. I went too nuts. Let's be honest. Like, if you're in the Discord, you know this, but I went too nuts with the NFL game. Oh, somebody left it. Boom. What do we do with Tyreek? Yeah. Pico's DNP. Yeah, I agree. Okay, so I went nuts today. So I won $500 on the vulture protection. So today, if we see a lot of running touchdowns, just know my heart is beating. I might have Danny Ocean underdog. We'll find out today. Either Danny Ocean them or not. Probably more likely a not. Okay, so now it is still running the contest sim. So I guess it did not run it earlier, as it is taking forever. I think I can run multiple contest sims at once, though. So let me go over here and click contest sim for the $3 and the contest sim for the SE. So that I can just rank them all, copy and paste, and be done. And we are getting close to done. I don't have any further like updates. It was just doing weird stuff to the Cincinnati wide receiver room, which I'm sure I will not regret. And recognizing, man, SaberSim did a great job catching that Carolina tight end room. That was really clever. I built this, built this recently. Contest sim on it. Oh, well, might have already done that. Whatever. Now we go back over to the main max. Contest sim will definitely be done, and we will be done. You know what? Yeah, there's not really, I'm not making any changes. I think I'm just going to end the live stream. Let me see how many of you all are still here, because I got to focus in. Yeah, some of you guys. Good to see you guys. Thanks for staying with me, but I gotta actually like just look at my stuff, make sure I'm not missing any steps, and I encourage you to do the same. Message me on Discord if you have further questions. And remember, you're good enough, you're strong enough, and gosh darn it, someone's got to win that money. Might as well be